Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where I am still bad at this game. That's not going to change. We are currently attacking Pratihara still. That's still ongoing, believe it or not. And our invasion of Brazil is kind of on hold while we're waiting for some naval supremacy. We're more than anything... they're enemy navies, of course. We're more than anything working on increasing our steel reserves. That's what we really need. And of course, we are lacking in political power to expand some of our steel mills and iron mines, but those are things that we can be working on. In addition, we are working on Excavation 4. That will be done in 112 days. So that will be great. We are, of course, producing 1 million submarines because boats are the worst, and what kills boats? Submarines. Okay, trade with Pratihara Australia ended. I'm surprised they even let us do that in the first place. That is baffling to me. Are we not at war with them? I guess not. Okay. Exciting stuff right there. We're still pushing in on this line, and it will get pushed in eventually. It will definitely happen. It's only a matter of time. Now, currently, enemy has air superiority still. Where's their airbase? This airbase we don't have enough intel on. Okay, so it's probably this airbase that they have air superiority from. That said, it's because we are working on the Afghanistan front. That makes sense. We should probably work on Pakistan from wherever we can. There we go. We'll work on getting some air superiority over here. That'll help. I mean, the fact that we don't have very many bombers doesn't help, but it's completely fine. We'll get there. We're not in any hurry. Allegedly low manpower. Okay. You can think that if you want, game. So there is steel available in Pratihara over here. That's nice. Oh, hello. We have enough to actually work on expanding our steel mill. And so we shall. That is, of course, wonderful. We are working on infrastructure currently, and we're working our way through that. Slowly. Very slowly. Any regions that we need to build infrastructure in? No, not currently. Okay, that sounds good. We're currently at 34% naval supremacy over here. We do need to, of course, put in additional submarines. Now, these submarines over here, I believe they are set to support the naval invasion. Yes, they are. I would kind of like to set their reinforced priority. Or actually, we can just turn off the automatic reinforcement for right now. And that will funnel pretty much all reinforcements over to this reserve fleet number 2 here, which will be great. Are we going to succeed in this locating of the task force? We've been at 100% for a while. Apparently not. Okay. That's something that will definitely take some time. Now, our naval supremacy is coming up, particularly deep inside the Mediterranean. We are doing quite well over there. Inside the proper Mediterranean, things are a little bit more spooky, but we're working on it. So that should be fine. I would love to launch this naval invasion, but it requires 50% naval supremacy. So that is pretty much meaning that we need to take some time. Now, naval dockyards do take factory slots. Oh my. I missed factory slots up here, didn't I? Or is this infrastructure? No, this is not. Okay. We'll put in a single naval shipyard up there. I know everyone is very confused that I did that, but not as confused as I am when I noticed that we are winning 2 of these combats. Also, we just improved our submarines. That is great. Let's go ahead and grab... Submarine snorkels would be great, too. Let's do it. We're going to continue working on that. Just plowing our way through these submarine techs in hopes that we start actually controlling this over here. We can throw so many resources at them, though, that I feel like we'll get there just throughout the course of time. Now, they do somehow have air superiority here. We have multiple air bases in the region. We can definitely put... I think we're going to put some interwar bombers and interwar fighters over here. There we go. And I want to... How many is this? This is 200? Okay, so we can actually only have 100 in each. There we go. And this tactical bomber wing, I would like to attack enemy ships in the area. And then this fighter wing, I want it to work on air superiority. The air wing does not have coverage there. Yeah, that is correct. It can't reach there. Okay, so in that case, we should probably get rid of this fighter wing. Bring this down to 0. And bring this up to 200. Okay. So these are, of course, tactical bombers. But that's okay. We are currently short 131 steel. I do want to continue to develop iron ore mines near Kursk. Fantastic. So how are we doing over here? Our mission efficiency is moderate. Okay. Aircraft detection total. Yeah. That's fine. Our naval supremacy is coming up. As long as we're actually damaging enemies over here, I'm okay with basically anything that happens. Because they only have so many naval bases. How many do they have? Let's check in on Brazil. They have 9 dockyards used in screen ship production, but they have 25 dockyards. There's no way they can keep up with our production. So that's the idea here. So currently we are 67% done over here with our flexible navy. We are absolutely going to submarine effort. We're 67% done with our intel network over here. So that's great. I don't suppose this airbase would be able to reach. We'll use these interwar bombers for now. They might be able to. Okay, we'll have 200, and I would like them to be... Technically, I would like them to be naval striking. Yeah, they don't have coverage. Fine. We'll naval strike over here in the Gulf of Guinea. That'll be fine. How are we doing on our bomber production anyway? We're working on tactical bombers 1. And we have 50 out of 150. Our production efficiency is coming up. That is great. We're definitely lacking in steel. There's no doubt about that. But we are working on fixing that problem. We'll be able to develop these iron ore mines near Belgorod. And these are in progress. So that is all completely fine. We should probably remove this from Chickasaw. Like, anything that's not actually a full value factory, which is 8, we should probably not even be doing this, because these civilian factories could be being used to increase... Why is this not going away? There we go. These civilian factories could be being used to instead increase our infrastructure, which will increase our efficiencies. So anything that is not currently giving us a full civilian factory worth, we'll get rid of. Yes, this is going to make our steel even worse. Hello, infantry and anti-tank. We should probably get... Infantry anti-tank 2 would be nice, but I don't think that's strictly speaking necessary. I would actually like to work on Marines 3. That is a long ways off, but that's reasonably okay. Okay, these are not actually currently delivering yet. Majapahit, we don't want to be sending them a civilian factory. Yeah, this is all completely things that we don't want. The one from Jianzhou, though, that's fine. Excellent. So our naval supremacy is hovering around 35, 36%. That's fine-ish. Our advanced FCS should help, I think, a fair amount. That ballistic computer... Yeah, that is a ship thing, so that's a thing. Ace Pilot got promoted. That's great. Convoy and Naval Raider battle results. Okay, that's fine. And there is unread naval battle results over here. They sunk a submarine. That's not surprising. We're not really sinking their ships. I mean, it's not the best idea to just throw submarines, but it's what we're doing. We'll go for advanced computing machines for our next one over there. That will be fine. Okay, so we can see what's going on over here. Now, as our submarines get more efficient... Oh, hello! Pratihara finally capitulated. At long last. Did they? Was that a second Pratiharis? This seems like a different one. Although we're definitely winning these battles. We're going to cut them off at sea here. Yeah, this is actually Japan that's holding this, and Ojibwa. Okay. But they can't hold that. So that is absolutely fine. We've got a lot going on over here. We're losing some tactical bombers. That is to be expected. We do have available tactical bombers in our reserves, so we are completely okay with that. I am wondering if we can increase the size of these air bases. That would be absolutely nice. I'd like that. I don't see a way to do it currently. Lost 4 submarines. I think that they're probably running pretty heavy destroyers, aren't they? Most likely. Like if we check up here, we can see that those are convoys there. And these are submarines. Okay, so these are Brazilian submarines. Noted. 2 days left on this steel mill. And we can actually develop this iron ore mine. So that is great. We absolutely need more iron. There's no doubt about that one. We're at minus 109, so that could be a lot worse. We're getting there. We're slowly getting there. Enemy navies, yep, that's going to be a thing. And we are probably actually... Are we outproducing them right now with our current steel production? Maybe not. That said, we probably still are. Okay, so we can see over here, these guys are still at 100% strength. I think our technology is just not necessarily good enough to actually do much. That and we're just using submarines, which isn't necessarily the best way to go. But as we start getting additional submarine technology, we should start to see some of this swinging over. Now, this is still 67%. Yeah, we're 82 days away here. We can infiltrate some of these. Okay, Ojibwa has broken our ciphers. That's nice. We could potentially infiltrate the army. I would love to infiltrate their navy. Yes, prepare this. We can have it automatically repeat that, actually. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how that ends up going. We're gaining 0.19... 0.094. Wow, that was very difficult for some reason. 0.094 political power per day. And that is sufficient to keep expanding these steel mills. This will get us another production line worth of submarines in terms of our steel. So that's great. Now these guys over here, they are currently not receiving reinforcements, and I'm going to turn it back on for them to receive reinforcements. I am seeing that we're at 57 out of 75 over here. That is great. Technologically, we're going to have basic submarine snorkels in 4 days. There's our tactical control coming in. That's nice. We can go ahead and grab air-land battle. That just gives us 20% air superiority. I like it. We'll get that done in 117 days. Keep in mind, we are not constrained by the normal 1945 end of this game. We're going to keep going after that. So that'll be fine. This front line looks slightly suspicious. Let's go ahead and delete this front line order. Or rather that... this is the front line order, but let's delete that offensive line order, and let's just put in a new offensive line order, and we will go ahead and aggressively execute that battle plan. Basic submarine snorkels are now done. Our subs are now much harder to detect. That was this one. I do want to grab advanced ship torpedo launcher. There we go. Excellent. I don't suppose we're lacking in creating weapon types for our submarines, are we? I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. Although that would be funny if we just had all these submarines and they actually couldn't shoot at anything. That would be about right, actually. Okay, so if we look at this guy, we can see it's fresh. Okay, here's the details. So combat stats. Yes, we do have torpedo attacks. Fantastic. We can go into the design here. Ah. And we can see that we have torpedo room currently. Or is there any module here? Apparently not. We probably want torpedo tubes. Wait, why does torpedo tubes 3 cost so much less in the design cost? 18, 14, 22. Okay, I don't know that there's any reason not to do that. These torpedoes, we probably also want torpedo tubes 3. And this is the engine here. Let's put in engine 3. This is probably one of the reasons why we were not particularly effective. Excellent. We should probably refit all of our ships. Do we have to do this? Oh, okay. I was going to say, is there a button where we can just do that? Maybe not. I mean, I would like to. Let's see here. We select this fleet here. That one's currently refitting. No ships are... Ah, okay. So we select all of those, refit those into this submarine hull Mark II. Gotcha. Okay, and now we want to do the same thing with these guys. Like that. Okay. So we want to refit, and yeah, we're going to lose our naval supremacy while we're doing that for sure. That is to be expected. And we can see these. Yeah, these are currently refitting. The cipher for Brazil is fully decrypted. Wonderful. We're not working on anything here. We'll just, yeah, we'll reveal intel there. Excellent. No enemy cipher is currently being decrypted. But let's commence this. We'll put both of these in. There we go. Wonderful. We have unassigned divisions up here. This isn't hugely surprising. How many is this? These guys are all assigned to that group, I think. Yeah, this is just a single division. We'll put him in over here. That's completely fine. Excellent. So now that we know how to upgrade our submarines, that will hopefully work a little bit better. So the Reserve Fleet 4 currently has most of its ships being refitted. They are apparently 38.4% of the way done. Question is, are they actually moving? Because I believe they started at 38.4% of the way done. Do we have any shipyards assigned to refitting? I'm not convinced we do, actually. I think we do. Considering that's a lot of submarine hulls here. That is a lot more than I queued up, for sure. Okay, so one thing that we should think about is that I don't actually want this to do what it's doing. I want to... Let's see, can we... Oh, I'll have to manually do this? Okay. Well, at least I can do that pretty quickly. We'll cancel all of this because I don't actually want them to refit in this way. Yeah, that's all fine. I want to select these guys. Cancel that refitting task. These are all good to go. Excellent. And I want to... These are mostly... there we go. We'll cancel that. These are getting repaired. That's completely fine. Now, did that change this? Yes. Noted. Okay, let's, I think, destroy that production line and these two production lines. Okay, now I want to get back into the ship designer, which, how did I get there previously? I believe I got in there by going into here, into here. Okay, so this is the 1936 submarine here. Now we do have access to the 1940 submarine hull Mark I, which is, I believe, this one. So we can put a module in here, for example, mine-laying tubes. And then we can... Oops, I did not mean to do that. We can put in torpedo tubes here. And then we can put in submarine engine 3 and torpedo tubes 3 here. Okay, so that is what we actually want to be making here. Now, we'll call this, if I can close this, we'll call this Generic Submarine Mark I. Excellent. Okay, there we go. So there's Generic Submarine Mark I ready to go. Now, we probably want to get all of these, if we select all of those, upgraded to... This is 1936 Submarine Hull Mark II. I want to decommission this. Create a new ship design or narrow your selection to similar ships only. I just created a new one. At least I thought I did. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how to wield this. I might put a cut in here and figure out how to do this a little bit off camera. Because this is definitely a little bit interesting in how this works. As in, I'm not sure it does. The ground stuff definitely seems to work a little bit better. But yeah, I think I'll probably work on doing that off camera here. So I'm going to put a cut in here. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And next episode, I will have figured out how to upgrade our submarines. See you all next time.